Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The tables have shuffled, the standings have jiggled, and well, there is still a long way to go. There's still a long way to go. There's 4 games of PUBG action. This time, it's a relatively decent plane. Everybody can get to their home location, or maybe a couple of backup locations. We'll see whether FaZe do adjust. Okay, I mean, wanting whoever was totally possible there, but they've chose to go south. Definitely the Knights. Actually, you know, now I think about it, I don't think the Knights have actually done that well since Lipovka started to be hit by NIP. I'm trying to think of the downfall of the Knights, because they had a really good first week. And then maybe that's just, I don't know, knock them out of the comfort zone. Maybe that's just a part of it. But either way, then you've also got, obviously, Ensa in the north. You know, they're looking at circles. And bearing in mind, obviously, I'm thinking Erangel mainly here, not so much.
Small note on Windstrike, they were no gear whatsoever there. They were only just turning up to El Pozo with those vehicles.
They had all 4 in a vehicle.
I mean, thankfully that they're inside the circle and not necessarily all the way in the middle, but they are pretty deep anyway, so they should be okay. The rotates will be starting to kick off rather sharpish. TSM are actually pushing in the back of NI.
Catching them a little bit in the previous matchup. Dream for you. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It's a story of days gone by. We've seen many times. Did he not realize that one didn't survive that?
He jumped out.
Well, no, there was 2 in the car. One died, but the other survived. And I think he's just thought, I've got the kill, that's it. Oh, Vard! Oh my word. NIP have lost a player here. Jazz are catching him in the back, and the nade confirms it. So we were just watching NIP a moment ago. TSM are moving up that hill, by the way. We're looking at Vitality. TSM are coming up to the right-hand side right now. As NIP. This was the spot. We saw TSM scouting for it, and they kind of wanted a piece of it. Backed away because NIP are there, but Vitality just come out of the graveyard in Minas Generalis and took it from them.
And this is where we see TSM take full advantage of this and maybe move up.
Don't really know who it is, but we're talking about TSM and Vitality. Jazz has been caught. No, his vehicle's running away down the hill. The rest of his team had moved away from this. And Wookie Bookie has just caught Nasus and confirmed that as well. Vitality losing 2. Monkey Push is close, but TSM looking to try and benefit from the misery of Vitality here. Michael on the push, Monkey ready.
2 members of TSM down low.
While this is playing out, by the way, Mexi is the one that's been knocked out of his vehicle. I think he's got back in it. And Uber was trying to cover him off. That's happening way out. Compounds. The Knights, I feel, are in a pretty extended 2-2 split, so they're going to be careful of that. And Monkey now looks like he's about to be pushed by Rory and Michael. I thought he was going to flash him in.
Yeah, did we have just been picked up? Michael gets copped off guard, unfortunately. Rory, be careful, my friend. As soon as you go around that corner, you got to deal with 2 death from above. Monkey lays the smack down with the AKM and just batters 2 members of TSM to the side.
Oh, Dream for you, pulling up on Squeaky. Not sure that's a fight I'd fancy, but he's going to go for it. It's played pretty well, but Squeaky has been smashing it. And Outplay is about to get a perfect flank on him. He comes around the side, Squeaky tucks himself in. And now on this roof, he's just going to sniff the angles. Here's the feet, here's the car. He might go looking with that car. In fact, as soon as he hears the shots, they've no idea he's there, have they? They've got to have seen his vehicle, right? The bike's there.
Well, they'll be wondering. I mean, you should be using that and thinking there's someone lingering around here. There's no reason why there wouldn't be.
I'm not sure Outplay's really took attention to the fact that there's a bike there. And we've had a circle obviously finishing off here before. It means that FaZe kind of going to make a move, and they're going across the road, and it's going straight into Red Diamonds. I'm not sure that's a great play. Red Diamonds are lighting them up at the moment. We can see it on the map feed. Team Liquid also making the moves on the hills, but FaZe are getting absolutely peppered as they try and drive by. There goes Fuzzface. Mexi's got 2 in the car. Uber in the distance. They managed to make it to the ditch. Will Uber be able to fly in and get safe? Looks like it's just going to be a 1 loss for now. On that move, Vitality also trying to make the move. Only 2 alive, and that's the 2 in the car right now as they come up behind Elite Player, cooking that nade, waiting for it to happen. Joker's meanwhile, he tries to switch weapon. Can he get fast rail down? He's getting hit from multiple angles. Kemba will catch him, and Razor Edge down in 15th.
And again, it's a really strong position when you look at the ditches and divots that they have, and they can play off the back of. You can lay down and just completely deny line of sight from uphill or down.
You have support, you can get revived. There's a reason you do this. If you're solo, you get downed, that's you done.
Now this plays dividends for FaZe because these are the 2 teams that have kind of been knocking on the door. Deer and Red Diamonds are in front of them. They're also about to get kicked in the back, unfortunately, by Ents, who are creeping up the hill. They can kind of watch this unfold. They might stick their head up, just lean over the trenches with the guns and maybe steal a few kills, but it is a downhill battle, so...
FaZe going looking for this. FaZe are coming in behind DA. FaZe are coming in behind DA right now. So DA are watching this. Look at, you can see in the minimap, they're starting to creep into view. They're having a good look at what's going on. They're hearing a lot of the action. And Jokers, meanwhile, they're going to lose Kemba and Senya. So they're down to 1. The Jokers, who of course were in hot pursuit. At the top of the table, we're talking about that stab in the back. Here comes Ents. They just destroy Red Diamonds in a matter of seconds.
And just like that, a team is removed from the server instantly.
Ents are about to get a few more kills. Here comes CrowCrowd.
FaZe are surrounded by the Knights at the moment, and they have the height advantage as well, so they're in dangerous territory. They've held their guns for now. Na'Vi up and over. Brent might get an island on James, who hits the dirt. Sambty's giving away the position. Nades in hand. They're ready to throw these bad boys. They've got DMRs on the back lines for the range.
They don't know about Mikaz, do they? They have no idea about Mikaz in here. Pops out, gets a hit. Now, Iroh actually caught Trifoli in that play. Rustamar does pop out and get Alf players down. Hens looking to try and confirm what they can. Sambty, meanwhile, in the foreground here, about to creep over the top. Recren's got nade in hand for James, but Sambty will just catch him off guard. Don't think he expected to go for that one. He will manage to get James back up here, Manuel. Bearing in mind, Team Liquid, they are being chased by NIP, who are sitting quite comfortably on their own in Power Grid. They've got 3 alive and are untouched. And there you go. Not too surprising to see Ents, the #1 team, dispatching of CrowCrowd and collecting, I think, 7 kills and counting now.
And now they're continuing on to Digital Athletics, so this might be the 3rd team that they've wiped out from this map.
There's a couple of ditches which will favour the nades as well, that's the thing. And
they'll roll over towards you.
They will trickle down if you can get your angles right. We haven't written off the Knights yet, by the way. This is their home ground. This is their backyard. And they have 4 alive up here in a prime spot. A couple of nice headshots from Reels there, who had a pretty popping first week, but kind of faded away since then. The rest of them, Ents have moved around the backside of Windstrike, and N19, there's about to be a big old clash on the hillside.
Just drive towards one another. Initial nades open up. You'd expect with this curvature of the hill that nobody would be found. It'd be rather unlucky. Squeaky sees Tixu, but the response is there. He's pushed back 21 HP, but the stims are already on. This is what you see with this level of play. They'll pre-stim, so the health will keep ticking away, try and keep them alive.
Mikaz is about to surprise. Trifoli comes over the top.
Hitting the back as well.
Timmy and Nuki out. As you mentioned, M19, they're also moving in, so they've got nowhere to run in this spot. It's actually M19 are kind of running into Ents as well. Ents have already taken 3 teams down. There goes Joski. Rustan Mar gets him down. Timmy gets spotted. Mikaz comes over the top. He's down to nothing, but he gets away with it. Now Squeaky finds Enoch and Constantine. They're up to 12 kills and counting. Nuki's the last man standing. Trifoli going hunting for him. He's going to get around the side, straight on towards him. Windstrike will go down in 7th place. 13 kills and counting. Ents, they're hunting for TSM's 21-game streak.
The Finnish death squad just keeps rolling through players
battered
left and right. Jempty, Kramer. That's 2 different teams from 2 different sides.
The Knights have pushed them. They've caught them off guard. Mikaz down, Trifoli down. Rustamar and Squeaky, the last 2 standing. Sorry,
they're going to go for this one. You might as well push onto it. You got Rustamar, you could clean them up on the side of Ents, but you also might be able to pick them up on the side. Nades up and over, job done. Now turns his attention to Not. 15 kills in the bag you see from one side on Ents. They've gone for the res, so they're down. MBS has taken point on the backside, so he's got an elevated line of sight, but FaZe are sweeping around slowly but surely. They're also in a ditch. 1 good grenade is all it takes to knock out 2, maybe even 3 people here. They're forcing them into a bottleneck.
Uber spots them backing away. MBS pushes down, though. That nade's coming towards him. It's going to go off towards the tree. Rustamar and Squeaky finished off, so Ents will go down. 5th place for them, but my God, they had 15 kills.
This is where it could go horribly wrong for FaZe, because they're in the prime territory, prime position. Unless they're in the hold their nerve, zone. Everyone will just aim towards them.
Oh, the circle's gone on to FaZe.
He's been hit hard.
The circle went on to FaZe. Yeah, Uber spotted, Mexi spotted, Voxy gets the spray down. He comes over the top, and now wait for the nades. Wait for NIP to come charging. NIP are going to push on this. They know that the FaZe are in trouble, but they have to face the Knights as well. They're pushing towards them. A nade catches 8C. He gets down to nothing. A second nade rounds around the back, but Jempty is sneaking behind NIP.
This is just third-party galore And unfortunately for your FaZe clan, you're caught in the midst of it all.
He's just going to get the
Sambty
off.
starts to open up, but the bullet from across the map finds his face. He's down, not quite out just yet. One player from Liquid still remaining. Sambty, could he be the spoiler here for the Knights? Could he dink them up and do enough damage so FaZe can get stuck in, because Uber's still holding that point?
He got Mexi back on his feet, so FaZe back to 3 as the Knights really in prime position, honestly. They have the hill, they have the rocks, and they have the circle. Sambty is still sneaking around down low. Sambty's going to be done and dusted. Sambty finds himself a tree to hide behind. And now it's on NIP and Pittsburgh Knights, because FaZe, they're sitting in the ditches in the smoke.
The nades aren't coming their way. They're actually aiming for another NIP in the Knights. 8C, time to go, my friend. But Miraku sees him first. All of a sudden, the guns are out. 1, 2, thank you.
That was amazing. That was such a nice push over the ditch from NIP. They came from both sides. The second 8C got down, Mexi spun around to face them and instantly caught in the back by Gaxi. So nicely played on this ditch.
Oh, but he might get involved in this one. The grenades are coming out, and as a one-man band, I suppose, what else really can you do? If you can scrape some points off the bottom of the barrel, then you might as well go for the flush. The blue will start to force this engagement further. They're
going for it. The thing is, they're gonna catch and trip over Uber as they try and push forward. They're looking for NIP, but Uber's the one they're gonna find. He catches one, spins around, gets 2 down. FaZe will finally drop in 4th place. Will he be able to get those back on their feet, though? Remember Sambty, he's still out there. Samu could come in and try and cause havoc here. NIP with just 1 on their feet at the moment. Miraku crawls down. NBS going to get in there. Sambty's coming towards them.
If he sees them now, they are so exposed. Smokes are going to go out. Unfortunately, it hits the player in the side of the head, which actually puts it in a bad position. Now he's giving away his position. If he comes over with 1 grenade, that'll be job done and good night.
He's sticking down. He's sticking low.
This would be huge for NIP. If they get a second win on the board, like, this almost potentially confirms them for London.
The Knights have got 4 back on their feet. NIP, I mean, this has put a lot of points on the board regardless. Remember, NIP are actually chasing Team Liquid. TL, I don't think they had too many points out of this game other than placement points, but that's going to get met. Sambty gets 1, gets 2, gets 3! Oh, Sambty just wrecked the hopes and dreams of NIP getting 2nd place as he sprays them down. He gifts the game to the Pittsburgh Knights.